Hello, Rick Team video. Today we're gonna take a look at the Mega Scizor in the Mega Master League. This is basically a format I did during the interlude season when we had like Megas already basically predicted to be in like some kind of meta like later on, which then had like the Mega Cup. This was basically when we had the rework of the Mega system. And we kind of want to take a look today at the Mega Scizor, which now got released during this bug out event. Main reason why I do this video here right now is because today is the league change again. I guess everybody has already seen everything they wanted to see for the current cups. We're going to get the Great League again, where we have a video on the channel already about the best teams, and the Fighting Cup. And the Fighting Cup is just a bad joke. So I'm not gonna do any video about this cup. I don't know if I don't think I actually make any video about this cup, to be honest. I don't think anybody is really interested in it. Nobody gonna play it, so it's going to be Great League only, I guess. I might try to do it as well, like recently in general I did like nearly every day 2 main videos, but I might still gonna keep this up for the upcoming week as we have like 50 battles a day, which going to allow me to make way more content anyway. And yeah, so here we go. We're going to take a look real quick at this nice team here. We have Giratina in the lead, we have the Dialga as a safe swap, and we have the Mega Scizor in the back. Basically what we want to do is get the stuff out that Mega Scizor doesn't really want to face, which is usually something like the Ho-Oh, and also counter those Pokemon with is pretty easy with like the Giratina. Giratina is a pretty decent Ho-Oh counter, also pretty decent counter for stuff like Kyogre. Kyogre is also pretty awkward to deal with your Scizor. So like this team is kind of really based around Scizor. Here we have to give up our shield, but we can farm down. Also, if you have faced like a fairy type in the lead, you can just swap out into your Dialga. You have the access to the Iron Head, and then you still have the steel typing of the Mega Scizor in the back that can still deal with it. So this team should be pretty balanced while our phone overheats here again. That's kind of a classic meme of this channel, as we can go into our Mega Scizor and we see a Mega Obama Snow. Again, here we are doing battles against people on Twitter. I said them that I'm going to use one Mega Pokemon. They didn't know which, but if like they had thought a little bit about it, they most likely figured it out. And so like we're going to see here all like some Mega Pokemon. Some people didn't use Mega Pokemon. It really depended if they wanted to use it or not. It wasn't it wasn't necessary. The Mega Scizor at level 40 is also not too crazy, to be honest, to be considered like way too overpowered for normal Pokemon. Like it's basically on par with like standard normal legendary Pokemon in this meta. Just gave it like around 1000 CP boost here. We have 100 at level 40. I don't have enough XL Candy to power it up to like 50, but I don't want to power it up anyway, as I don't have the Stardust for it either. So we're going to go for one Iron Head here real quick, and we're going to get the shield, and we cannot farm down, but we also gonna let this move go through. Some games I kind of played a little bit weirdly. I'm not really used to play the Master League anymore, especially not with those Megas as we see. A Kyogre, we have to try to catch the move, didn't work out, and my opponent makes a great play here going into the Zacian. And I'm pretty sure at this point of time that they're gonna have the play rough as well, which is basically a good game here, if as far as I know at least. We're gonna let this move go through. It's going to be the play rough, so they have it, and you see me being pretty low. They can just let this move go through, farm me down, and win the game now. So a good game there. While this is gonna play out, I'm also gonna say that I am going to be away on holidays on the 2nd week of the new season, so from the 7th to the 14th. I'm gonna try to pre-produce videos for that. I'm also going to, as for battles again on Twitter, what we're gonna have there most likely is going to be like pre-produced videos for most likely the Ultra League, which is going to be available, or whatever cup, where I can just ask on Twitter for some battles, and I can showcase the new moves which Pokemon are going to have for those metas. As we definitely gonna get a new move update afterwards. We have here the best Mega against us, which is the Mega Charizard, but it was the wrong moveset, as we're gonna see later on. Usually you have Dragon Breath there, which would also make this first matchup pretty decent for you, but they're going to run the Fire Spin here, which does make more sense if you want to use it for raids. So I do see why they run the Fire Spin here. We go for the bait, we're gonna get the bait done, and we can go for the Draco Meteor still. Do they gonna shield this, or do they gonna let this move go through? We're gonna see that they're gonna let this move go through, as we see a Dialga swapping in. We can go into our Scizor here. We are running Night Slash and X-Scissor. I just went for the standard moveset that PvPoke gave me. I don't think this is the right moveset for this Pokemon. Go for the Iron Head instead of the Xizor, and I think Xizor I used like twice or 3 times or whatever. Like it's basically everything what Xizor can hit can also Night Slash hit. You have the boost potential, and the Iron Head gives you the potential to one-shot stuff like Zacian. But I mean, you cannot run it anyway right now because there is currently no meta available for Mega Pokemon. But there is going to be definitely someday like a meta available for Dragon type, for Mega Pokemon, as you see like a lot of times cups being recycled, and I think this is going to be the case for everything. This is my favorite match we had. Ursaring as a safe swap against Dialga is something I've never thought that I would ever see. But it does make sense as this thing has counter and has now 2 close combats. I knew the moveset, like I wasn't surprised by this. They actually undercharge, which I was surprised. I could have went for more moves, but I'm going to go ahead, go into the Giratina. I know there are other moves that move as well, which are going to be play rough, but I just banked that the Scizor might be able to deal with whatever they have in the back as well. As we see the Excadrill, which looks pretty horrible as the fast move is resisted, but we have Night Slash, and Night Slash has a 12.5% chance to boost, so 1 times here. And also we're going to see another Night Slash coming in and another boost coming in. So this is super unlikely, and I don't know how, but Scizor in general boosted so often against my opponents. I know it's friendlies or whatever. I'm so sorry for you guys because it was insane. Like the luck that I had with Scizor was insane, as we can just bullet punch down this Togekiss entirely. So we see the next opponent here. We're going to see a shiny Lucario, as we see them swapping into Kyogre. They were not prepared for my Giratina, clearly. So I can go ahead, go for one Shadow Ball, but I have to keep my Giratina kind of healthy, as they have the Lucario, and the Lucario is basically my only Lucario inside is the Giratina there. So like I have to keep it alive. We see them baiting with a Surf, a very nice bait, and I was like, do I bait, like, do I let this move go through? Do I not let this move go through? They're gonna bait for another Surf, and they can only get to another Surf now, so I can just let it go, farm down, and have a Draco Meteor against whatever wants to come in. And there's nothing that really wants to go into this Pokemon here right now. We go for the big Draco. Do we hit this Draco? We do not. They shoot this up, which is smart, as it still would most likely even KO this thing, to be honest. Lucario is like paper thin. There's not a lot that this can do. We see them going for a Power Punch, and we see them getting in with a Ho-Oh. So Giratina has to win this game. Definitely not the Scizor. Scizor will not be able to take anything from this Ho-Oh, and they can actually still get to a move here. So I'm gonna let this move. I'm gonna shoot this move because it would do enough to KO me here. We see the Lucario coming in. I'm not sure if they don't have Shadow Ball here, because of course it's Power Punch. It might be single moved. I'm not 100% sure, but as we can see here, I undercharged just to show my last Pokemon. It's a Friendlies, so I can show what I have in the bag. And we see the Ho-Oh in the lead. Very nice for us. We can go ahead and go for some more Shadow Balls here, but I actually overfarmed too much. I don't know why. I hope that they don't swap out here, and of course they're going to swap out, but I can bait now with the Ominous Wind. As we see here, we can get the shield and we can go into our Mega Scizor, as I don't want to have this Pokemon against Ho-Oh whatsoever. We see the Shadow Ball coming through, and let's see how much a big Night Slash super effective hit does to this Giratina. Actually, no, not. Like, I don't know why it doesn't do that much damage here. I think it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, Mega Scizor in general, it feels like it kind of doesn't have anything for it. It doesn't have the crazy damage output. It doesn't have crazy bulk. And I don't know, like, it feels like not a very good Mega Pokemon, but it's not really to showcase here the best possible Mega Pokemon. It's just here to showcase the new Pokemon Mega Scizor as a filler before the league's going to change. Yeah, gonna be interesting anyway for the next couple of weeks, with mainly Great League being the only viable meta that you're gonna play most likely. Last week going to be, I think, only the normal standard 3 leagues: Master League, Ultra League, and Great League. So Great League going to be the main focus later on in general in the season. So I don't know. Actually, also a question: if you're still watching at this point of time, are you still on a legend push? Are you still trying to climb some elo? I'm going to try to mainly focus on good teams, I think, and cheap teams. Coming up, we have to see. Of course, I'm gonna put in some space once in a while as well, but I think I'm gonna try to try hard a little bit to just give you good teams and not only myself. I'm going to shield up this very cool Verizian here in Master League. As we go for another Iron Head, they can shield this up as well if they want. They can definitely get to another move. And as we know, see that it's Sacred Sword and not the Close Combat. We can let this move go through as we know that we survive it. And we will see the opponent coming into the Palkia again. Palkia seems to be a little bit of a threat. We go ahead and go into our Mega Scizor. Palkia has access to the Fire Blast, so I'm going to shield this up. If they run such a spicy Pokemon before, they might run the Fire Blast, but they go for the safe route. Going for 2 Aqua Tails does still a ton of damage, and they have their own Mega Scizor in the back. And I can tell you, I like my Mega Scizor because my Mega Scizor can boost a lot. And I don't know how often I got the boost in this video already. It's insane, this thing just boosts the entire time. And thanks to the boost, we will still survive this move and we can still get to our move and go for some way more damage than they do against me. As you can see here, we're gonna put them into a range where we can farm down with the Giratina, get some extra energy already. This Night Slash still doesn't do that much, and we see the Palkia coming in. They cannot get to a hard-hitting charge move. They, I think, have only Outrage or whatever to hit me for some Dragon type damage, so this is going to be a good game. Next opponent, we have the Lugia against us. This is a pretty decent matchup. I'm going to go ahead and go straight for my Shadow Ball, and now I'm going to go ahead and try to catch the move onto my Dialga, which we're going to get perfectly done here, which is very nice. Going to be a Sky Attack, even better for us, and we see a Metagross coming in, which is not the best thing. I'm going to count the moves, and I'm going to throw at the same time as they would get to an Earthquake, and they're gonna shield up this as well. Looking good so far for us. As we can now go ahead, let this move go through. It's going to be an Earthquake most likely. And we should be able to get some nice farm here with the Giratina. And I actually thought I would win CMP here. I'm just not a Master League expert. Like, don't let me play in Master League. I literally have no idea really about this meta anymore. Haven't played this meta in general for ages. As we can still KO this Metagross, but we had to give up the one shield unnecessarily. And I don't know why. Like, in general, it wasn't the smartest idea there. I'm going to go ahead, shield this move up, and I don't know why I swapped here. Like, I literally have no idea why I swapped here. It doesn't make too much sense. Here I'm going to go ahead, go for the X-Scissor, but I'm pretty sure that the Lugia has a lot of energy, and I'm pretty sure that this thing going to farm up a lot of energy now. And yeah, this doesn't look too good, but they have to throw here. I actually think they weren't close to the move yet. If I actually counted the moves of the opponent, I could have went for more fast moves here, definitely. I could have most likely went for Ominous Wind, and I would have been able to win the game, but I didn't do this, and my opponent gets the move, and that's how it is. Good game to my opponent there. Well played though. I kind of hardwalled them, and they still came back with that, which is kind of nice. And I think we go into the final game now. We have the Zacian in the lead against us. We can go ahead and go... Oh, they go into the Dialga. This basically tells me that they might not have the play rough on the Zacian, and they get hardwalled by the Giratina, which happens when they have Close Combat and Wild Charge. As we see them going for one Draco here. Normal play, we can shield up, we have some extra energy, we have one Pokemon KO'd already from the opponent, and we can get to one Iron Head here against the Zacian. We're going to try to CMP on it, which I don't think worked out, but they most likely gonna run the Close Combat anyway here, so they're gonna KO us from this range already. As we see, it's a Wild Charge for whatever reason. I'm not sure, like maybe there are single move Wild Charge, but you should go for a Close Combat here because this was not enough. They can still snipe me there, good snipe there on their part, and I can go to my Mega Scizor. And I'm going to go ahead, go for a Night Slash here, trying to get the boost, of course, and also it's super effective. And we do some nice damage against this Lugia at least, and we can also do some nice stuff here by catching this Aero Blast onto our Giratina. If this was necessary, I don't know, I just did it for fun. And we can go for some Night Slash here, as this one going to be able to farm it all the way down. And it's still going to be kind of close here, as we don't have a super effective move against it here. If we had the Iron Head, of course, we would have already won at this point of time, but we don't have the Iron Head, so we have to go for 2 Night Slashes here. But as we are at 2 already, we're definitely going to be able to win this game. And this is going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you later on for the Great League again. And yeah, that's going to be it. Bye bye.